terroristic threat, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On August 30th, 2024, officers were dispatched to a disturbance with a weapon call at 5610 Royal Palm Street in Harris County, Texas. Officers made contact with the complainant, who stated his neighbor, the defendant, threw what he thought was hot grease from the top of the stairs, which nearly contacted his leg and which got on his shoe. The complainant stated the defendant later grabbed a long stick, stated, "You think I'm a hoe? I'll show you," and went down the stairs with the stick. The defendant walked towards the complainant yelling, "I'll fuck you up," while holding the stick in a threatening manner. The complainant feared for his life. The defendant was identified with his Texas driver's license.
Who is the complaining witness to him?
It's just his neighbor.
Is this a neighbor or someone that you live with? I don't want to know. I don't want to talk about the case. The only thing I want to know is it's a neighbor.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you live next door.
Yes, sir.
You live in a house and it's an apartment.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Broussard, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with this person.
Yes,
Do you
sir.
understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to be in possession of any weapons. If you violate these bonds, I will put you in, or these conditions, I'll put you in jail. You failed to appear the first time. The magistrate gave you another PR bond. You will not get another one. If you fail to appear again, I will revoke your bond, make it $10,000, put you in jail. And if you don't have anyone to pony up that kind of money, guess what happens? Mr. Broussard, did you hear anything I just said?
Yes, I did.
What happens?
Whatever you decide.
If you fail to appear again, I will revoke your bond. You got out of jail because I gave you a free bond. You're not going to get another one. You have already been given two. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. I was in the hospital.
How do I know that? Am I clairvoyant? I don't have access to the stars. I'm not an interdimensional being. So if you miss court again, I will revoke the bond, set it around 10,000, give or take. And if you don't have anyone to, pay that, you'll be stuck like Chuck. Do you understand? What do you do for a living, sir?
I'm unemployed at the moment.
I'm sorry?
I'm unemployed at the moment.
How old are you, sir?
I'm 6 years old.
When is the last time you've had a full-time job?
Well,
What year was it?
Well, this weekend, actually, roofing.
No. When was the last time you had a legitimate full-time
Well, I worked
job?
for Toyotech for 20 years, and I worked for Just Energy. I had my own business for 10 years. I was the X-ray tech for 10 years. I went through a divorce that was litigated for 4 years and lost everything. But at one time, I made $200,000 a month.
How do you eat now? How do you get money now?
Just so happened, thing is, I'm sorry I had these shorts. I got evicted, and this is all I have. This is what I have on. I apologize for that.
I'm not. How do you get money now? How do you survive?
Clean parking lots, whatever I can do to eat.
Okay. I'll appoint your lawyer today. All I'm asking you to do is be nice. I'm not asking you to do anything crazy here. All I'm asking you to do is follow the law. So if you are out of this apartment now, there's no reason for you to go back then, right? Have they evicted you?
To do all my stuff.
Okay, so don't go back then. I'll appoint your lawyer today. All I'm asking you to do is be nice. That's it. So I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box. I'm going to find your lawyer. Do not leave until you sign these conditions. And at that point, we'll work with you. Okay? All you have to do is show up. If you show up, good things happen. That's it. All right, please. Can you file no contact and no weapons, please?
Surety bonds.
Oh, surety bonds?
Yes, Judge.
were on bond for an assault of a family member, and you've now picked up another assault of a family member. Mr. Martinez, you're now facing another year in jail and/or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. Wait a second. So he's on bond for an assault of a family member, and then it looks like in June of this year, he picked up an assault and an interference with the 911. Can we just go ahead and do probable cause on the two new ones, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah.
The complainant and defendant are in a dating relationship. On April 13, 2024, officers were dispatched in reference to a 911 hangup with a female screaming on the line that then disconnected. No answers were received on callbacks. The complainant and the defendant had an argument about the defendant buying more alcohol. The defendant became aggressive towards her and started clenching his hands, making a fist with both hands and posing in body in a threatening manner. The complainant attempted to back away and used her iPhone voice commands to call 911. The defendant heard her attempting to make the call and attempted to take the phone away from her in order to hang up the 911 call in order to prohibit the complainant from requesting police. The complainant and the defendant both struggled for the cell phone when the defendant struck her on the mouth, causing pain. The defendant was receiving callbacks from 911 dispatch, and the complainant told the defendant to answer the phone because it was the police. The defendant did not answer and tried to go inside the residence with the complainant's phone. The complainant made another attempt to grab her cell phone from the defendant's hand so she could call 911, but the defendant would not release it. The defendant then left the scene with the complainant's cell phone, making the complainant unable to call 911.
Is the complaining witness in the first assault the same complaining witnesses in the other? Your bond is $1,501 on the first case, $1,500 on the second case, and then $1,000 on the third case. I think they're wholly insufficient. So I'm now going to revoke those and I'm going to raise them all up. He goes with you. You need to put a whole host of conditions on him before he goes down. Send him down. Have a lawyer today, Mr. Martinez.
So what else?
Have a lawyer today.
I don't.
Can we appoint Mr. Martinez as a lawyer, please? Okay. Goes with you. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
How's jail? Miserable? Hopefully. I hope. All right. Both of you guys are wanted from another state. And Shreya here, your lawyer is asking me to set you a bond. I don't know. You know, the only thing that concerns me is if we let you out, is our public safe? I don't know. I know that your guys are going to tell me you guys are like little tulips and rainbows and gumdrops and little bunnies jumping in the woods, right? But how you really look on paper is, you know, who you are. What you tell me goes in this ear, goes out that ear. It's how you look on paper, and what it says on paper is who you really are. So we'll delve into that now and we'll see whether we should give you a bond or not. I don't know. So who do you want to start? Mr. Winston. Who's Mr. Winston? Okay, Mr. Winston, tell me about it.
Wanted out of Orange County, California for robbery, second degree, and grand theft. Yes. And here in Harris County, he has 3 open cases in the 263rd for robbery, bodily injury, AFM impeding, and possession of marijuana.
So he's wanted for 2 robberies in California?
Yes.
And then you pick up a robbery here, a choking case, a weed case, and you're wanted. I say, wait, you want me to set you a bond?
Yeah, them cases already been handled, getting handled. I go to court Thursday, they was getting dismissed.
You leave a wake of destruction behind you, Mr. Winston. It's like it's like the Tasmanian devil, man.
All alleged though, I didn't do any of those things.
But the problem is the allegations keep piling up. Like one. Do you think I should set you a bond?
Yes.
Really? You really think I should? Okay. Mr. Warren.
Warren is wanted out of Bartow County, Georgia for felony failure to appear on 8 different charges.
On 8 charges?
I can list the charges more specifically. Their possession of a Schedule I controlled substance with intent to distribute, possession of marijuana with intent to distribute, fleeing or attempting to elude a police officer, obstruction of an officer, possession of drug-related object, speeding, distracted driving, failure to maintain. He also has criminal history that we're concerned about. He's been arrested on several different occasions out of Ohio for possession of drug offenses, and then he's also had a fugitive case filed in California as well.
Mr. Warren, you're wanted for 8 different charges out of a different state. I'm sorry, guys. You got way too much baggage and way too much drama for me. I like to sleep at night, have enough trouble as it is. If I let you out, I'm going to have like nightmares. Sure.
Actually, 2 weeks before I got stopped in the traffic stop, I actually called Bartow to actually see if I can get back on the docket. So I've been attempting. I actually have a business. I have a child on the way. I actually provide security to residential and commercials. So I'm very passionate about that. So I actually was already eager to get this done. The lawyer here told me that I'll have 14 days to myself. I want to have a warrant with you guys. Definitely want to have a warrant with you guys. I want to get this taken care of.
What I would do is the money that you would pay here to get out, I would save that and use that to go hire a lawyer where you guys are wanted from to fight the charges. That's what you need to do. Instead of spending money to try to get out here, to get over there earlier, use that money to hire a lawyer because both you guys are wanted for a lot of serious charges. The most important thing that you can have in your life now is a good lawyer. You spend money to get out and then you get yourself a crappy lawyer, what's going to happen? Right? That's what you got to do, man. So, yeah, guys, way too much baggage. Sorry, Shreya. Thanks, Amy. How's jail? Good. You're not supposed to like it. It's not supposed to be fun. It's there so that you learn. You know, what I have here is that you are, with us, you have been charged with failure to identify oneself while being a fugitive from justice. So you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You also have a felony unlawful carrying of a weapon in a prohibited place. On that case, you're being held at no bond. My question though is, do you also have open cases out of state as well?
I think I have an open case in Georgia and Atlanta, but I'm not sure if it's open.
Do you have lawyers on those cases?
No, sir.
So Hunter here is asking me to give you.
Well, Judge, I didn't realize there was out of state. I just thought there was out of county. I would just ask for a $500 bond.
I'm willing to go lower on your bond, but if you have open cases out of county or out of state, I'm not going to give you a PR bond.
I have out of county in Fort Bend, but when I first got here, they gave me a $1,000 bond, and they said I could pay $300 to get out for that Fort Bend case.
So let's do probable cause because I don't know what's going on in your cases. Okay, real quick, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. Okay, please.
On the failed to identify.
Please.
On September 21st, 2024, on 10370 Richmond Avenue in Harris County, Texas, officers were dispatched to a suspicious vehicle call. Officers arrived on scene and first observed a gray 2024 Nissan Sentra that struck a gas line pole. Officers observed the defendant asleep in the driver's seat of the vehicle while the vehicle was still on and running. Defendant was the sole occupant of the vehicle. Officers approached the defendant's vehicle and turned off the car and woke up the defendant. When coming into contact with the defendant, officers observed a strong odor of alcoholic breath on his person. Officers then detained the defendant for further investigation. While speaking with the defendant, officers asked for his personal information, which defendant declined to provide. Defendant declined to give his name or date of birth after many attempts of asking. While conducting an inventory of the vehicle, officers observed a loaded rifle magazine on the front right passenger floorboard. Officers also observed an upholstered loaded handgun tucked under the middle of the back seat. While running the found weapon through MDT, officers observed that it was listed as stolen. Officers tried to ID the defendant through AFIS after about an hour and a half. Defendant then provided officers with his name and date of birth. Officers discovered that the defendant had warrants and out on bond for felony unlawful carry a weapon out of Harris County and for an accident involving vehicle in Fort Bend County.
Okay. All right, so Mr. McCollum, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward on your case now. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to be in possession of any weapons. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I don't want to talk about the case.
Yes, sir.
Right. You will get the opportunity to fight your case. Just now's not that time. Right now, we're just talking about your bonding issues. Should we give you a PR bond? How much we should make your bond? And
Yes, sir.
if you do get out, I am ordering you to obtain a GPS monitor.
Yes,
I
sir.
want you to know that. I mean, you picking up cases like hopscotching with the states, man.
Yes,
You
sir.
know, Mississippi, Wyoming, Montana.
Yes, sir.
At some point, it's gonna catch up to you, and it's not gonna go well. Got to settle down, man.
Yes, sir.
So for right now, also it seems you're being held at no bond on that case. So there's really nothing we can do at this point. I think 500 is a little bit too low, considering all this criminal history. I'm willing to go down, but I mean, I think 500 is a little bit too low.
Consider 1,000.
I'll cut it in half, 2,500.
Thank you, Judge.
Do we know whether they're going to issue holds or anything on the fugitive cases? You know, the other thing is this, is that we probably should reach out to Mr. Kim to see whether the other states have been notified that we have him as well. You know, because that might be an issue as well. The idea is that you take care of this so that you take care of everything. That way you can move on with your life. You know what I mean?
Sir.
Do you have any questions?
Sir.
Okay. For now, we'll just, put him back and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, that's fine, Judge.
Yeah. Okay.
I was gonna reset him to Monday because his other case is set to 26th.
Yeah. Your felony case is set for Thursday. So we'll set it for Monday. That way we can determine what happened in your felony case and we'll go from there. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Good luck. Yes. 25. Good morning, Mr. Cope. How's jail?
I didn't do anything this time to get myself in here, so.
That's cute. You told me that every time. Every single time.
This should have stopped.
Every time, Mr. Cope. Literally, every single. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let's pull you up. So, you and I started dancing about a year ago, right? You first, with me, picked up a discharging firearm. You picked up an assault, and then we let you out on bond for those, right? Then you picked up an aggravated robbery, arson, burglar habitation, possession of a controlled substance, and another arson,
How
right?
many of those stuck?
And then they put you on 2 probations for the arson and the possession of a controlled substance. Not a month goes by, you pick up a DWI with me. Somehow, some poof, miraculous way, you made bond on it, right? And now you picked up another felony. And this one is a prohibited substance in a correctional facility, another 3rd degree. Can you tell me what happened on that case, please?
On the felony case?
Yes.
On September 19th, 2024, in Harris County, Texas, the Detention Command Containment Team entered cell block 2C2. The containment team removed the inmates from the cell block, and the Special Investigation Unit entered 2C2 and began to search the inmates' property. An officer searched an inmate's commissary bag, which was later identified as defendant's. Officers found 5 white oval pills with 3 indented lines going down the pill. Officer was able to find commissary documents that had defendant's information. Officers obtained an AFIS photo of defendant and reviewed video footage. Defendant was observed attempting to hide the commissary bag when the containment team entered the cell block. From training and experience, officers were able to determine that the pills were Xanax pills.
How could he possibly get Xanax pills into jail?
But Judge, it's like this, he had a violation of his probation, and he was picked up because of that, is my understanding. He was picked up on a violation when they took him to jail, and they...
Where?
I'm here in the court.
Hiding? It's interesting to find out where you would hide. How many pills were there?
5 pills.
How you would hide 5 pills. Where do they go? Pretty stinky pills. You are on bond in this court now, and I'm now going to revoke your bond. Your bond with me now is at $10,001, and I'm now revoking your bond again, Mr. Cope. I don't know what we can do, but you are begging for prison time, my friend. Absolutely begging for it. Okay, I guess, Mr. D, we'll just wait to play out what happens. He's got felony court on, and I'll tell you now, you're being held at no bond.